these freaking cables. Okay. 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 Is this thing on? Streaming time. Yeah. I loved it when the streamer said it's streaming time, and then they streamed all over those guys. That sounds kind of gross, actually. Hey, everyone. Elsie, Alex, Wheatley, Nakapak, Salty, Eggs, Mystery ASMR, Robin, Jack, Ace, Thomas, Pixel, Strangelove, Bedlam, Woody, Halo, Archon, Nightmare, Nobody. Okay. What's happening? I was productive as hell today. I recorded 4 scripts. 4 of them. That's right. 4 scripts recorded in the space of time that is today. I did a lot of stuff. It's a productive part of the stream. No, the stream is because I was productive and I can stream now. Hello, Zachinator. The omelet ASMR has caused you to cook many omelets. When did I do an omelet ASMR? I don't remember doing that. Is that somebody else's? Oh, yo.
That's so cool.
Thank you for being a real faker for 2 months, Darren Root. Happy Halloween. I don't know if I'm gonna stream. What day is Halloween? I have to double check. I didn't keep up on the news. It's a Monday, so I probably won't be streaming. So, I'll probably be eating candy. I'll bet you anything Scorpy's gonna be live streaming, so I'll just watch that.
You're a real faker?
Oh, thank you, Zachinator, for being a real faker for 16 months. It doesn't matter what the reality is. You got 16 months. I don't know how it works. Yeah, I get it. Halloween is on the 31st. I feel bad for the kids. I mean, it's gotta suck to go, like, you have Halloween on a Monday. Ugh. I feel like Friday is, like, the perfect day to have Halloween on. Because you go to school, you get all excited, you have, like, a Halloween party with your friends, and, well, I don't know if they do Halloween parties at school anymore, but mine did. And then after that, you go trick-or-treating. But thank you, TJ Tharp, for being a real faker for 8 months. Happy Sunday. It is a happy Sunday. You gonna play Phasmophobia? Oh, is that that VR game? I think I've seen Scorpy play that one, yeah. And Wayne. Atomic Thomas, I know that you're lying. I know that you're not telling the truth to me. I know that you're lying about that. Stop trying to make me feel better. Your mom is not my target audience. Your dad is. Ayo. That's true, source. I was the room. Anyone doing costumes? I don't know. I haven't bothered to wear a costume in like years. Every time I think I want to be Hatsune Miku, I just look at the prices for Miku wigs and I'm just like, ugh, never mind. Because like literally you don't have to wear like that, like the skirt and the tie and everything that she wears. You don't have to wear that. You could just wear a Miku wig and like you're Miku. It's that obvious of a silhouette with the giant pigtails. My target audience was people with mommy issues. Damn, you're calling out a lot of people right now. My target audience is whoever's fucking watching. Miku wigs are a lot of hair. Yeah. I tried to order one. When was it? Like in 2014. And the place didn't send it. They were like, yeah, sorry, we don't have this anymore. Like, you could have like a discount on other stuff in our store on Amazon. And I was just like, this all sucks. I'm never, no. Just no.
You're a real faker?
Thank you, Elsie Playset, for being a real faker for 4 months. 4 months. It's a big deal. What if there are other Vocaloid costumes? I could go as Kaito. I mean, I know, like, full pre-made cosplays, they're expensive, but, you know, I feel like I could get away with being, like, Kaito with glasses. Just, like, hide my hair under the blue wig, wear a big coat. Actually, that might be a good costume for October. It does get kind of chilly. Yeah, they gave me the money back. It still sucks, though. I wanted the wig more than the money. Whatever. And by the time they told me they weren't going to send it, it was already, like, too late. I couldn't get another one in time for Halloween, so I just didn't bother. Who with severe low self-esteem or abandonment issues. Jesus Christ, man. I was just listening to roleplays because I liked people with nice voices saying nice things to me. Like, no shade if, like, you're, like, having issues, but I'm not. Saw free super chat, wondered what it does. Is that like... Is that when it, like, does the thing where it's like, hey, you can send a message because you've been a faker? I don't know. You're a faker, you get 1 free super chat every month? I don't know how it works. I've never done a YouTube membership before. If I was gonna do one, I would buy for, like, 2 kansai. I think of Nickelback? Oh, you know. They're alright. You know what? There's that music video. Savin' Me. That's a good music video. It's really hard to find like a high quality video of it. The only one I could find was like 10 years old and in like 240p. It sucked. I need a high quality re-upload of the Savin' Me music video. It's a very good music video. Listen to the audios to go to sleep. Fair. Here for the Monster Girls. Yeah, that's fair too. How's my day? I've been doing everything. I was on this bike ride through the wilds in the untamed lands. It was very bumpy. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know. At least I know what's behind the construction site now. Am I gonna do a Monday stream? No, there's an audio coming out tomorrow. Listen, I know. It's not like me to take a day off, especially so unannounced. However, yesterday, I went to a funeral, and I underestimated how emotionally draining it would be. And by the time it was over, I was simply too exhausted to do anything, so I couldn't do a live stream. You were on a road trip? Nice.
That's so cool.
Thank you, cool dude. Several twos. For being a real faker for 2 months. Hashtag fake real faker. Hell yeah. It is pretty sweet. Unfortunately, Streamlabs doesn't know how to read out the real faker messages yet in TTS, so that's annoying, but whatever. Oh, hey, Ambiguous, what's up? How's the lettuce doing? I mean... We were playing D&D yesterday. Okay. Oh, you're making you're making a thumbnail. All right. All right. You got that editing software out. What do you use? Do you have Photoshop? I mean, I don't use Photoshop. I don't know how to use it. You use Photoshop. Okay. Professional quality. That's alright, you don't have to send me the work in progress. I trust that you're doing a good job, because you are ambiguous. You always do a good job. You got this. I believe in you. We all believe in ambiguous, right? We all believe in you. I believe in you. The lettuce to Liz Trust. Call an ambulance, but not for me. That video that comes from, it's like a shitty self-defense training tape, right? An AI generator? Oh, what is that thing called? OpenAI? I made an account. I never really used it all that much, though. Emby's upcoming vid is really good. Oh, did you get the preview? Hello Puppet sequel? Oh, is that a video game? Student loan forgiveness? Oh, that does sound pretty awesome. I don't know what the sitch is here. I know that my sister had student loans, like, that she had to pay back for a long time. She might still be paying them back. I have no idea. I didn't have student loans. I went to community college. What do you eat? Chocolate chips and chocolate ice cream. You can't decide if you want to eat it? I mean, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight lately, so I would say, like, save it for later. But I cannot deny, chips and ice cream is pretty based. While we're doing this stream, we're just talking. We're just talking. We're just talking. Oh, yo, Steve got that Patreon early access, I see. Very cool, Steve. How many bees have I eaten this year? 0, pretty sure. Also, what year is it, Nyan Cat? Ice cream like from Adventure Time, or like from me just eating regularly? People use Novi for avatar thumbnails. That's a different one, right? That's like an image generator. Let me look it up. Novi. I think I'm looking at a different thing here. Because from what I'm seeing is Novi is a disruptive British biotech startup with an AI-supported retinal biomarker for use in glaucoma and AMD clinical trials. That can't be right. Why are they disruptive? What the hell? Novel AI. Okay. An ice cream while writing about the symbiont listener eating ice cream. It's like Inception, but with brain freeze. Wow. You guys really get brain freeze? That never happens to me. Puppets come alive thanks to voodoo. I think I remember hearing about that. Oh well. Thoughts on cheesy bacon fries? I don't think I've ever had them. I don't like bacon. I'll put up with it on like bacon cheeseburger pizza, but that's just because there are other ingredients in there. They have ice cream that has potato chips in it. Nope, not happening. Not for me. You see, as soon as they start to put the chips into the thing directly, it becomes bad. Like, one time when I was in the States, I went to this candy store and I bought a chocolate bar that had, like, potato chips inserted inside of it, and it was terrible. Meanwhile, if you just eat a regular chocolate bar with chips on the side, it's great. So, if you try to forcibly combine them at the production level, it just doesn't work. Slow cooked pork tenderloin. Oh, that sounds pretty good. I finished the last of my liver today. Sad, but so very tasty. Watermelon ice cream with chocolate chips. Well, those weren't the kind of chips I was talking about, but I didn't even know they had that. Watermelon flavored ice cream. Lay's salt and vinegar potato chips ice cream. Listen, I'd at least buy it for the story. I bought Swedish Berries ice pops. They were like just okay. They didn't really taste super Swedish berry-ish, but whatever. They had Reese's with chips in them. I know at one point Lay's was selling like chocolate-covered potato chips. I don't know if that went anywhere. I'm just saying, putting it in at the production level always makes it not as good. You have to make it yourself. Sour cream and cheddar potato chips. I don't know about all that. Swedish Berries ice pop. Okay, Carrie. This is going to be a bit of a long explanation. I don't think they have Swedish Berries in Sweden because this is like a Canadian thing. It's a candy called Swedish Berries. It doesn't have anything to do with Sweden, but they're berry shaped, they're pink, they're very delicious, and they took the flavor from those candies and turned them into ice pops. It didn't really taste right though. David Tennant is the new Doctor in Doctor Who. Wow, spoilers. But I had no idea. He's really back? Was he the one that was like really excited about Queen Elizabeth dying? Because if so, kick ass. It's like how store-bought cake is never good. They get the icing wrong. It's because the icing is like whipped cream or whatever. It's gross. Pouring honey on potato chips? Okay. I thought I was committing food crimes. Oh, that was Christopher Eccleston. Okay, fine. I guess if that was him, they wouldn't have let him back. David Tennant is still the best doctor in your opinion, and in Tumblr's opinion. They fucking loved that guy back in the day. Remember? Well, you don't remember. Back in the day on Tumblr, it was all Super Who-lock. It was Doctor Who, Sherlock, and Supernatural. And the only reason Supernatural got in that trifecta despite not being British is because people were really hoping that Angel and that one guy were gay. They super weren't, though. I mean, the Angel might have been, But the confession scene was the funniest thing ever. And they clearly weren't filmed in the same room because it was COVID times. Supernatural's overrated? Absolutely. Well, I don't even know if it was really overrated. People just really loved it in spite of like it being bad. I think I watched the first 10 episodes of it a few years ago, and I thought it was all right. Mostly I was just having a good time. Like it started in 2005, right? Or something like that. I was just having a great time with old 2005 nostalgia. There was a girl with an Avril Lavigne poster. They were playing Call of Duty on like a DS. It was great. And then it got weird. But yeah, I've never really been into the show. Eccleston's doctor was the guy who was in love with life. Tennant's had a god complex. Right. I've seen the those various H Bomber guy videos on you know, British television. Seen the Last of Us HBO series trailer? No, I'm not gonna watch that show. I don't watch HBO shows. Not as like a principal thing, I just don't care about them. Confession scene is the only thing I know about Supernatural. It's the ultimate way to share news on Tumblr. Every time something big happens, you have the one screenshot that's like Castiel, I think his name is, saying "I love you," and then the response is the other guy saying whatever big news just happened, such as Liz Truss got outlasted by a head of lettuce. You know, the usual. Matt Smith's basically was a god. People really liked him too. As soon as the doctors, I know it's kind of cringe to say this, became twinks, people were into it, you know? It feels weird to say that about real people. But that is the reason why they liked them so much. It was because they were cute and young. Alright, goodbye, Pixel Winter Fox. It's on during the Max Headroom hijacking incident. Oh yeah, did they ever figure that out or no? Is that like a forever mystery? That's fun. Really need another hobby? Cross-stitching. Try cross-stitching. You can buy kits for it very cheaply. They got an old dude to play him. That guy was cool, though. I mean, I didn't watch the show, but he looked cool. He looked like he was serious. Like he could get shit done. Actually, okay, so maybe I'm misremembering this. I have seen one episode of Doctor Who, and I think it was with the old guy. Okay, so they're on the moon, and something's going wrong with the moon. The moon hatches. They get back to Earth. They see the moon hatch. A dragon flies out of it. And then off screen, the dragon hatches, like, lays another egg that is just the identical moon. And I was like, oh, so the moon's gone. That's fucked up. And then they were like, and then they cut back to the dragon in the sky and there's a fucking moon next to him. And I'm like, wait, what? And they're just like, oh, it laid an egg that was the moon again. Kill the Moon. Is that what it was called? That's the only episode I've seen. It was weird. It was weird and kind of bad. Aren't there like 8 seasons? More like 15. That show, it competes with The Simpsons in length. Jesus. Screen caps of him giving profanity-laden rant to someone? Huh. Kill the Moon is a bad one, plus it could be seen as a pro-life allegory. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. I don't really remember what happened in that episode. I'm guessing they were trying to decide whether or not to kill the thing that was going to hatch out of the moon. Mummy on the Orient Express. Oh, that's fun. I love that movie. I didn't watch the sequel to it, though. I don't know why. Doctor Who was originally a kid's show? Wow. Fucked up. It's from another series of... Yeah, okay, I figured. Well, he looked like he played like a serious tough guy. So he probably cursed somebody out in a bunch of shows. I wish I could curse people out in shows. Wikipedia says 26 seasons original, then 13 on the new one. For Doctor Who? Damn. I thought they had more than that. Well, just goes to show you. British people really need new things to make TV shows about. I donated $150 to literally deserves 12 commissions. He donated another 25. He just said that he really... Well, they just said. I don't know if it's a guy. They just said that, that they really enjoy my audios. So that's why they sent the money. Which I appreciate, but it feels a little weird for somebody to send me that. Oh, right. You know what I forgot to do? I'm gonna do it right now. Just so I don't forget to do it later. I forgot to thank my gifter on Throne. Oh, no. Oh, what is this? They changed Throne's layout. Oh, what? Where's my thanking thing? Where do I thank? Ah. Now I'm confused. I think it was Super K who also bought me. The upcoming new companion is trans femme. Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, it was Super K. I have to thank them. I'm typing thank yous. Thanking them for their generosity. How do you spell generosity? Okay. Level with me. Does anybody know Canadian English? Do you spell generosity with a U? Or is that a... You say it's no U. But is that American English? Fuck it. Whatever. Anyway, I appreciate your generosity. How do I send this? Oh my god. This layout. The send button is covered by the help button. Come on. They didn't even test this. Get it together, Throne. Anyway, really appreciate that. Yeah, so like I found 2 new things to put onto my throne. It was a miniature Bluetooth speaker and one of those fancy lamps that looks like a moon. I really like those. So I put it up. I put those two things up, and I was like, "All right, that's cool. That's gonna last for a few days." And then Super K bought both of them an hour later, which I appreciate. Feel like they're really checking for updates there. I don't know. Thank you, Super K. I don't think Super K is in the chat right now, but or watching, but cool. You put a hole in your wall. No. That is a nightmare. What are you gonna do? You have like a spackle? What is it? The stuff that you like cover over holes with? We should make one of those scalper bots. For what? For what? Trying to get Blink 182 tickets? For Throne? How does that work? Like, the second I put something up, it buys it immediately? How would that be useful?
Cool.
Oh, thank you, Elsie Plays Civ, for gifting 10 memberships. Yeah! Thank you. We did it. That's gotta be like most of the people in chat that don't have one. There are probably so many people here that aren't. There are people that didn't want their presence known in this chat at all. And then, I don't know, this just feels like a doxing mechanic just to let you know who's lurking. They don't do that on Twitch. They're just like, oh, they gifted 10 random subscriptions and like somebody can say thanks if they want. This one just tells everybody who's getting them. Yeah, lurkers exposed. What are you doing, Lil Wolf? It's Elsie's weekly gotcha pull. We appreciate you. You have to opt into it. Alright, that's fair. You had a job to get a better PC. Wow. Well, that's what I did. I got a job, which is this, and then I bought a better PC because I deserve it. Not really. I haven't used this thing to play anything super graphically intense. I played Control. I played Stray. That was a pretty big deal. I played Inscription, which, you know what, I think that was a big deal. That game was so powerful I couldn't even run it on my old laptop. Can get a new thing that puts the metal thing in the hole to get the watch to wrap around the forearm, wrist. What? If there's a history of real fakers that Fake can see, it probably looks like an EKG over the past few months. Yeah, kinda. Well, it does give me a thing. Yeah, like, I remember one time, I think we got, like, maybe 50 real fakers, like, all at once, and then just, like, at the end of the month, it was like, yo, you lost, like, 50 members. I'm like, that doesn't count. They weren't here willingly. Isn't that so funny, though? Like, it can make... Do you have to be subscribed to me to become a real faker, or no? Is it just giving, like, a membership to somebody who casually just happened to step in on my stream? That'd be so funny. Like, what if they're not even subscribed to me and they get notifications for my secret videos? They're like, I never asked for this. Get your watch around your wrist. Oh, okay. Gotta get more links. Like I'm holding real fakers hostage or something? Yeah, I am. I do that shit for a living. That's right. 4,000 views from 11 million. Damn, bro. play Genshin, want to play more PC games with a good computer. I mean, if do you really need to buy a PC for Genshin? I'd buy a Steam Deck. I wish if they had put Genshin on Switch ever, which it could definitely run on Switch if it can run on friggin' phones. If they had put Genshin on Switch, I would probably be a huge Genshin fan right now. But they didn't, so I've never played it. Sucks to be them. Lose out on the market. It's a mobile game that they refuse to make mobile, so shut up, whoever owns Genshin. You set the price for membership? If so, you might have just discovered an exploit. What exploit? I set the price. What is it, like $3? Who cares? Like, it's literally cheap as shit because, like, what else would it be? This isn't worth that much. Genshin is owned by a Chinese company? Yeah, I know that. Which would explain all the Chinese names that the characters have, obviously. Popped another hole in your wall? What are you doing? Are you punching your wall? You having a roid rage moment? What's going on? Are you tripping and falling into the wall? Go lay down. This is ridiculous. Super KH, you're here, finally. Did you get my email? Thank you for your generosity on Throne. So, are you getting notifications for that? You buy that stuff like super fast. Is that why your name is Super? Set the price to 1 cent. Gift a ton of your own memberships. Now everyone gets notifications. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I mean, is that like artificially inflating my stats if I make like every single subscriber a real faker? No, I don't think you can do that. You can only do that if they show up in chat. So I just have to be like, hey everybody, if you want a membership, join the stream. Bunch of people join in. I lower the price. I get everybody in. And then profit? How does this benefit me? Thank you, Super KH13. I really appreciate your support. That's really cool of you. I'm excited for that lamp to get here and the speaker. I'm excited to have a speaker in general. I don't have one for this computer. I'd like to be able to watch live streams in bed without having to like stretch the cable all the way over to the bed. You know, Scorpy's doing a live stream tonight. I'm gonna watch it. Hardware limitations? Sony bought Genshin for exclusivity? Well, I'd buy that, but why don't they just come out and say it then? Like, I don't believe in hardware limitations when they can run the game on a phone but not a Switch. Ridiculous. You lost 57,000 real fakers this month. Man, the idea that I could get even 1,000 of my viewers to watch a live stream. Imagine. Who's Scorpy? It's Sock Pens. I know I reference him all the time, like you guys know who I'm talking about. It's Radio TV Solutions, my favorite streaming crew. They made HLVRAI, and they also did that Spamton sweepstakes video. They were there for that. Wayne was Spamton, the fake one, and Belp was the other Spamton, and Scorpy played Tony Fox, The whole crew was there. Holly did some voice acting. Mike was there, and in the credits people were mistaking him for a character that's from the games, I guess, even though like he's just a guy named Mike. Scorpy also did like, you know, the video editing, like that had his fingerprints all over it, obviously. What even was my old channel? I was a game reviewer. I was thinking about it earlier today when I was reviewing games. What? No, the reason why I was thinking about it is because I was recording that script that Elsie commissioned for the Angry Video Game Nerd Girlfriend. I guess part 3, I don't know. Like, I was thinking about it. I was thinking back in my day when I had like a kid who was a bit of a hater. This was before I think you could block people from commenting on your videos. Or at least I didn't think to do it because I was kind of young too. So there was this kid that really didn't like me because I had bad opinions about THQ games. And he was like, "This sucks, your reviews suck. The Angry Video Game Nerd makes better reviews than you." And I'm just sitting there thinking, I've been a fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd longer than this kid has been alive. It's not really a serious... It's okay. The first 2 parts aren't even, like, labeled part 1 and part 2. This'll just be, like, another one. It's fine. I know one of the people that, like, works at Cinemassacre has seen one of the videos. I really hope James Rolfe never saw it, because that'd be weird. THQ games, No, I'm talking, like, Nickelodeon THQ games. They were bad. Specifically on Game Boy. I played a lot of those back in the day. And listen. If any of you go looking for specifics and find my old channel, you keep that shit to yourself. That's a secret only you know. Don't ruin it for everyone else. And for me. Because, like, if my face gets out there, we're gonna have problems. Oh yeah, where did you learn to fly? I did enjoy the Assaholics Anonymous joke. I did my best to recreate his voice as I knew it to be. Not like an impression, but like, you know, his general inflection of how he says certain sentences. I think I pulled it off. He does talk rather fast, so it was kind of difficult, but I think I nailed it. Guy who does very scripted, highly edited, professional reviews is better at his job than you are. Yeah, really. I mean, James Rolfe literally went to, I think, college for filmmaking. He literally is a filmmaker. He made a movie. Well, anybody can make a movie, I guess, but he went to school for that shit. He's a professional. Like... If you go back and watch some of his behind-the-scenes footage and, like, the effort and, like, the difficulty of editing that, like, it must have been back in the day, even in, like, 2009 or whatever, you can go back and see those behind-the-scenes videos and just be like, wow, he was made to make films and videos. James Rolfe is the Angry Video Game Nerd. Respect the classics. Okay, goodbye, Mr. ASMR. James Rolfe does a react video. He doesn't do react videos. He makes reviews. I don't really watch much of his content anymore, but, you know, I still respect him for what he's done. Yeah, it's Jerseyist accent. Doesn't he live in Virginia? I could be wrong. Maybe, no, not Virginia. I'm not sure. The only reason I kind of know where he lives is because back in the day when they had the Nostalgia Critic crossover at his house, Doug Walker uploaded a behind-the-scenes video of them traveling to where he lives. So, yeah. I don't know. He might have moved. He grew up in Jersey. Okay. Joyzy. That's the perfect kind of accent to angrily review games in. My Canadian vague accent is like, it's no good. I could never be properly angry like he was. And when I'm just reviewing video games normally, it's super boring, so... yeah. That channel's lapsed. It's not even monetized anymore. Which sucks after all the effort I put in to get it monetized in the first place. But whatever. It's not like it really made anything to begin with. I was making like maybe $30 a month. Speedrun the Gauntlet in Titanfall 2, but you couldn't beat this one guy whose name you forgot? Oh, damn. I know that feeling. Getting annoyed with video games. Accent is generic American accent. Very nice. I'd love to be generic. Instead, I got people coming out of the woodwork to tell me that I sound like Solid Snake, or occasionally the Postal Guy. And you know what? I've heard audio of the Postal Guy. I don't sound anything like that fucking guy. Like, I'll take it because it's like different and refreshing. They're just like, oh, you sound like a female version of the Postal Guy. Well, at least it's not Solid Snake, but you're wrong. I sound like Solid Snake because apparently that's the only guy anyone's ever heard of that has a vocal fry. Look, man, I can't fix this. I've tried. It doesn't... Even when I talk in like the highest pitch voice I can manage, this fry does not go away. Which Postal Guy? There's two, and one of them is Duke Nukem. I'm probably not the Duke Nukem guy. That guy's cool. Where you say you sound like Corpse Husband? I don't sound like any guys. I don't. They're just... Because nobody's ever heard of a woman with a vocal fry, they're just like, hey, you sound like these dudes. I don't know. Maybe... Whose women have had vocal fries? They have to. Tell me I sound like Tara Strong. Paris Hilton. Oh my god, did she have one? I don't think I've ever heard her speak. I just know that video of her posing in the exact same pose in like 6 million photos. I don't sound like any VA. Thank you. That makes me unique. Although, it's very disconcerting listening to other, like, people that do F for whatever role plays and realizing that they are acting out something completely different from what I am. Like... I'll listen to these ladies and they're just like, it sounds like they would be in like a professional anime production. Like, that's the thing that you want to hear when you're watching some dubbed anime. Meanwhile, I'm over here sounding like I should be on NCIS or some shit. There's a trend in the 2000s of girls trying to emulate it? Huh. Weird. Try me an A for A. That's the thing, I'm not neutral enough. Okay, everybody should compliment me on my amazing microphone quality because I put a lot of effort into that. I have a box, I have to wait until everything's quiet outside, I denoise twice. I put a lot of effort into the mic quality. Should be on NCIS as a suspect. Yeah. The victim received... What does NCIS do? They're like CSI, but like more serious. I don't know. Like, the victim received a phone call from you, or like from someone with a very suspicious and, I don't know, unique voice. It must have been you. Oh yeah, like with the realistic sound effects, that's always like very interesting to me because I hate putting in sound effects. I hate putting in the effort to make them sound like they belong naturally. I understand sometimes you can't really avoid them, but I really don't like them. People who put in like background noise and music and sound effects, they basically make it sound like it's like a high production TV episode that you can only hear. And I'm just like, wow, you really put in the effort there. Couldn't be me. Wait, NCIS was the Navy? What? Oh, you just posted a new video. Oh shit. Where's my notification? Fucking YouTube didn't send me the notification. I had to spend 2 hours doing the sound effects. Now I'm really curious. What could this video be? Oh, there it is. Bought by a vampire. Oh. Oh, I see. You playing the game here, that's gonna get at least 1,000 views in like the first few days. I'm giving you that. People really like vampires. I'm not gonna watch it right now, obviously. I know if I played it out loud on stream, that would just be like pirating your shit. Respect the hustle, though. Sound effects were chef's kiss. Well, there you have it. Steve knows. But everybody should go listen to Ambiguous ASMR's new audio and all of their audios. We love vampires because we are totally mentally stable. Hey. Monster fuckers, rise up. ASMR Maker pirates another ASMR Maker video. I don't know. I get kind of bored with meta scripts like that. Yeah, bought by a vampire. It's like being kidnapped with extra steps. People are gonna love that. Yeah, everybody should put that on their watch list. They should like it and everything. Hello, North. You found a script based on the Haunted Mansion level in Mario series? Wow. Wrap your head around it being a power. I know it's a power fantasy for the listener, but like, still at the same time, I guess I'm relating to the girl more here. Just write it however you want. If you feel like you need to ramp up the power fantasy for the listener, perhaps you could have them doing something like super badass. Like, yes, they lifted the couch once, but they could do something cooler. Like maybe, I don't know, they could throw something really heavy. Or like, they could break somebody's neck with their bare hands, but maybe you don't want to do that. You know what I mean. Does Giantess count as a monster girl? Yeah, she does. I've been putting them in the monster girl playlist and I'm not removing them, so yes, they count. They're monsters. They're giant people. What else would they be? I'm not getting into this argument. Being bought means you actually have value to not be kidnapped. Actually, you know what? That might be even better. Like, well, better in terms of like the narrative, because people are just like, people are into kidnapping narratives, are really into that, but being bought, that's like being kidnapped, but like you have inherent value to the person that bought you, so doesn't apply to real life, obviously. It's power fantasy for both. Nice. Oh yeah, they gotta be strong while they're hidden in the mountains. Fuck it up, Elsie. That's gonna be awesome. Oh, it's soft dumb. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Girl's probably gonna be thirsty as a result. Hell yeah, she is. Pass out if you have too much blood drawn. Hey. Ultimate sleep aid. Flip side, the person selling you doesn't value you. It's all a part of the narrative, baby. Like, listen, it starts off like textbook, like, reader or listener Chan is in a bad situation, you know? They've endured a lot of hardship and now they're being sold. Like, oh my god, what if the person that they're sold to is even worse? But then the person that they're sold to is really hot and like they begin a quasi fucked up relationship, but it's also kind of sexy. Don't come at me. I know these tropes. I know what they're worth in the market. They sell high. Found a call up video for don't watch that. Don't give that shit views. Not because like I think there's like valuable information there that I want to keep from you. It's just the guy who made it is really shitty. And an idiot. Made a script of someone trying to do stand-up comedy. I feel like that might be a bit much. Would totally let a vampire drink your blood? Well, that's different. You can't see the needle going in if they're biting your neck. Left your notebook in your locker and it's due tomorrow. No! Ja, this is terrible news. Who would call me out? Oh, you know. I've talked about him so many times. It's such a silly story. Not silly, kind of fucked up. So there's this guy, he used to be in my I'm trying to remember everything that happened. It's been a while, and I don't like to think about him too much. So there was this guy. He used to be in my live stream chat, my comment section. He was a pretty big fan of mine. Then he started getting weird and saying that he loved me and shit, and saying that he had like a crush on me, and I was like, okay, that's enough. I'm blocking him. Because, you know, it's my right as the creator. Blocked him. I'm getting sick of him being weird. And then he found out that I blocked him, and he proceeded to start making a lot of videos about how I'm a terrible person for blocking him, which would have been weird on its own, but like something that's easily ignored. And then he started saying that I should be raped and killed, and I was just like, okay, this is ridiculous. And it still is ridiculous, and it's the reason why nobody will ever take anything that guy has to say seriously. It'd be one thing if he was just like, oh, fake is toxic because she blocked me or whatever, but when you go in that direction, it immediately makes everything else you say not matter. I'm pretty sure he is very mentally disturbed, so it'd be cool if he could get the help he needs, but I don't think he ever goes outside, so whatever. I'm not worried about him attacking me. He lives in like Wales or something. Some comments on your vids hating. Oh, man. Yeah, just block him. That's all I can say. Like, block him and report him, I guess. Although, reporting him only ever worked once. They took down his channel, then he made another one. Then, apparently he lost the password to that channel, so then he made another channel, and that one's still up. And, his icon is a swastika made out of pride flags, so, you know, he's a piece of shit. He was the guy who couldn't work out if I was a guy or girl in order to misgender me, so he just called me both.
You're a real faker.
If you were agender, that would probably be really funny. I get blocked for being a creep? No, it's fake who's wrong. Thank you, Manny Dude, for being a real faker for 9 months. I don't know what this is, but it seems cool. You don't know what this is? You've been here for 9 months. How do you not know? It's funny regardless, yeah. I don't know. Just be so gender that they can't properly misgender you. Oh, you've never sent one of those messages before. Okay, cool. Well, I think you get one every month that you're a faker, so
You're a real
thank you.
faker?
Thank you, Jay, for being a real faker for 9 months. You're the same, okay. Well, it's a new system. They're rolling it out. It's a new thing. Look, man. Thomas, I know there's probably a... Listen, I've had crushes on YouTubers before. That's the whole business. Like, you see somebody that, like, has a voice that you like, or they're pretty, and you're just like, having a crush is fine. I'm completely against this, like, new wave of puritanism that is like, if you have a crush on someone or call somebody hot, then you're predatory and fucked up. No. Having, like, romantic or sexual feelings about a person is completely fine. Just don't make it my problem. Like, it's one thing to just be like, wow, that person is really attractive, I have a crush on them. It's another thing entirely to go up to them and be like, hey, I have a crush on you, and just expect them to do something about it. Don't make it my issue. Yeah, basically don't be a creep. You're right, Kara. That's pretty much what I mean. Yeah, appreciate them and leave them be. Exactly. Having a crush on someone, perfectly normal. Having obsessive thoughts and making that someone else's problem, not normal. You got it, Steve. I have not seen Amphibia. Just because we all want to fuck German doesn't mean we tell him that. Hey, if I had the opportunity to fuck Germa, I definitely would. But, like, I don't even really know the guy all that well. I'm not subscribed to him or anything. I would do it for the story. There are a lot of things I would do for the story. Yeah, don't go overboard and don't make it weird. Like, I can talk about, like, Germa being hot because he's not here. I'm not making it his issue. I'm not gonna at him and be like, hey, Germa, DTF? No. We're just having a conversation here. Finally found the miracle girl who clicked. Nice. Who's Germa? He's a live streamer. He does a bunch of crazy stuff. A while back, I was trying to watch his, like, it was a super cut of his live stream of the Thing video game, which I never made it through. I feel like I do kind of want to finish that. The only thing, I have seen that video game before, but it was a Spoonie review. which might not even exist anymore. Remember Germa's old TF2 videos? Well, he is literally the scout. What is it, full volume and can barely hear anything? Are you sure your headphones are plugged in all the way? Germa streamed naked? I don't think that ever happened. Maybe he streamed shirtless. That's not against the rules, is it? Hey, Germa DTF is one of the greatest things to say of all time. I feel like that'd be... I mean, I don't know if Germa does this, but if he showed up in someone else's, like, chat on Twitch, that would be a funny thing to say, right? Or, like, if he subscribed in the middle of a live stream and they were just like, hey, Germa, DTF. I don't know what DTF means. I'm not saying it. Just look it up on Urban Dictionary. I think shirtless streams are not allowed on Twitch. Right, you have to be in a hot tub. Stupid rules over there. I don't know. I just vaguely, like, hate Twitch as a platform. I just happen to like the people that are there. Mostly the Radio TV Solutions crew. At best. Like, theoretically, if Germa just happened to show up, I'd fuck him. And maybe. It would all depend on whether or not he'd fuck me. I don't want to bring it down to numbers, but, like, on a scale of, like, desirability, Germa is definitely higher than me. Germa 100k smite. You won't see Germa pantsless with a black box cover. Oh, really? Wait a minute. How'd they get that on YouTube? Wouldn't it get taken down? Does he, like, show it on stream? Did he get banned for that? For, like, a week? I understand why Twitch has captured so much of the market. It's because it was there first. Like, they had live streaming before YouTube did. If YouTube had live streaming, like, from around the same time Twitch did, I don't even think Twitch would be an entity anymore. The only reason they, like, captured so much of the market is because they were first. Rest of him was too short for the camera to catch the rest of it. We can all agree that Germa showing up on the stream would be the absolute craziest shit. Oh yeah, the raids. Well, nobody raids to YouTube from Twitch. Oh yeah, Justin TV. I actually had never heard of that before HLVRAI. Like, oh, what was it? Gordon saying that he wanted to play, what was that game? Kane and Lynch 2 on Justin TV. You can get a 3-day ban if you're attractive enough. Yeah, like, I don't know, the moderation is totally skewed over there. At least on YouTube, everybody is fucked equally. That's some art sent for your chibi VTuber model. Oh, hell yeah, I want to see that. Rebel Taxi's video about Cartoon Fridays? I don't think so. Yeah, raids are a pretty good feature. I found, like, streamers I like through raids. You sent it. Okay. 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 Oh, yo, that's fucking cute. So is it just gonna be like the top half that moves? I don't really know how 2D VTuber models work. It looks fancy though. Very nice. That's like professional quality. That's pretty based. Camera was enough to see that Germa didn't have anything on. Wow. Bold. Couldn't be me. Hesitant to listen to real not safe for work audios from YouTubers. It feels like there's a weird line with the parasocial stuff to cross mentally. Oh, I guess so. I mean, you know, most not safe for work audios is just acting, right? Nobody's like actually doing anything. I mean, I'm just acting. 2D VTuber is actually so easy to make. Yeah, if you can draw. Got a commission for a regular VTuber model. Okay. I see. I see. Huh. You fully intend to do not safe for work audios at some point this year? Nice. I mean, best of luck to you. They're very difficult to record. Not like very they take a while, is it? They're annoying to record. That other one I did. Listen, I know I've been saying this for weeks. It's gonna come out soon. I recorded it. It's just really long. It's gonna take a while to edit. Associating it with someone in my head makes it kind of weird. Well, that's fine. You don't have to listen. You're not missing out on any crucial plot points. Stop. Ambiguous. Stop. Jack, can you please stop doing commission, or I guess just requests to Ambiguous in chat? You're kind of crowding the place. Retirement behind on the stream. Well, get with the times. Not safe for work Neko plot? Yeah, that's what it is. And it's a long one. You are now, don't worry. Okay. Okay. Okay, actually, that DW thing, that reminds me of something I reblogged this earlier. Yeah. No kidding, Ambiguous. Like, what is going on? Anyway, I reblogged this earlier on my main. Okay. It says DW, if I die, I will still haunt the narrative. And then underneath it, somebody reblogged it with Arthur talking to DW. That's so funny. It's my favorite Neko or Yandere scripts. I don't play favorites. Oh, the Tsundere Neko Mommy, that was like a big deal one. People really like that. Isn't that the DW they were talking about? DW is short for don't worry. So they were like, don't worry, even if I die, I will still haunt the narrative. And that was like, oh, Arthur meme. You can remove your comments on YouTube. That's such a bonus over Twitch. You can do that on Twitch too. Well, you can't comment on Twitch, but you can remove people from chat. Or like your auto mod can make sure that shit never gets through. Jack, please. If you keep asking about the frog thing, I'm gonna time you out. This is getting weird. Commission a giantess audio? Yeah. Okay, there are things that I'm curious about, but I'm not willing to look them up because, like, that's not my interest. I say, hey, it's a wonderful kind of day. Is that how it goes? On the definition of bold? Well, I guess I'm not italic, so whatever. I could be like strike through, text with a line through it. What font do you associate with me? I think I'm ink free. It's a definition of bald. Comic Sans. Embarrassing. Courier new. This is ridiculous. I'm getting slandered in chat. Put an entire video playlist on autoplay while you're sleeping. You probably get a whole $3 every night. There's no way that my entire catalog fits into 8 hours. Do playlists tell you how long they are? Does anybody know? I haven't been keeping track of this. How do they say it? Papyrus, come on. It doesn't say. Wingdings. Mean. Everyone is so mean to me all the time. It used to be at some point. Okay, well, let me look it up myself. Time of YouTube playlist. Does it say? Oh, find the length of any YouTube playlist. This only works with playlists up to 500 videos. God damn it. I have more than those. Need more than that? Check here. What is this? Code to okay, that's not helpful. Fuck me. YouTube playlist calculator. This app helps you calculate the total duration. Okay, cool. Your public music playlists have 2,000 views. Who listens to it? Music lovers. Yeah, Wingdings was an Undertale thing. Well, technically, it's a bit of a long story. Anyway, I'm looking at my playlists. Let's see. Yeah, so just barely more than 500 audios. I've got 512. Be impressed, please. Yeah. So let's do some calculations. Go. ASMR roleplays. With the description, imagine playing this while you sleep to give me more watch time. SMH couldn't be me. It's calculating. Okay, here's the damage. To listen to my entire playlist, front to back, straight up, no breaks, it would take 2 days, 14 hours, 28 minutes, and 32 seconds. I think that is an impressive amount of content. You could download my entire playlist and just play it over the course of a really long road trip. And you probably would still not be at the end of it by the time you get where you're going. I am basically just like a content farm. The one-woman content farm. I run this shit. 2 whole days. 2.5 days, technically. I think that's pretty kick-ass. That's for a flight to another country. There's no flight that takes 2 days. What is this, the 1950s? Get some tonal whiplash from the different scenarios you explore from day to day. You get tonal whiplash from the audio quality changing. I feel like you should skip the first 100 because they were probably pretty bad. But if you cut that out, you've still probably got like a day and a half left. Actually, maybe it's 2 days. My first 100 audios were pretty short. I was just like, as long as it's an audio, it counts. So I was posting audios that were like 3 minutes long. As long as something gets posted that day, I win. You have to tell me these things at the beginning of the weekend. I mean, Thomas, weren't you the one who said that, like, you used to just listen to my whole, like, playlist just, like, back to back? How did that take you days? Used to listen to my content every day. Dang. I guess there are people that listen to me every day. Like, even for people that do upload every single day, I can't say that I catch, like, all of them. Of course, the only person I'm following that I think uploads every single day is probably Critical. Like, you know, he went through a bit of a dark phase for a couple days. He was wearing a black shirt instead of a white one. I do like that that guy keeps me updated on all the drama going on in the world so I don't have to go to Twitter. Put your playlist on a loop and just run it 24/7. Every month I'd be making you at least $10. Yeah. What a deal. Used to run the entire playlist multiple times over the course of several weeks before I was finally like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. I just assumed you would have gotten bored. It's a lot of, I know, like, it loops every day or so that's gotta get tiring. I mean, if I listened to the same podcast every other day, I'd get tired of it. And why Facebook is trying to sell me women's clothes. You've literally told us that you look good in women's clothes. They know. They saw the photos. I was considering, like, I was on Amazon looking for stuff to put on my throne, and I was just like, what if I put this, like, nice long sleeve shirt on there? And then I was like, this is just silly. I can just buy a long sleeve shirt by myself. Like, throne is for, like, gift things. A t-shirt is just something that you buy for yourself. I know I put shorts on there once, but that's irrelevant. Yeah. I can just buy a shirt anywhere. It was a very affordable shirt, though. It looked comfortable. I didn't buy it, though. There's new fake videos almost every day. Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite as bad as the guy who uploaded like 2 million videos of just like bot content, but I've still got a pretty sizable catalog if we're including live streams. There's no photographic evidence? Oh, okay. Burn the photos, I see. Yeah, it is probably better that you just take me in like small concentrated form every day rather than just only listening to me. There are other things out there. You could watch Internet Today. That's a very fun channel. Depressing too, but very fun. I'm assuming that was a spelling mistake, Elsie. Booty shorts with long-term nuclear waste storage messages. Nothing valued is here. This is no place of honor. Mystery Christmas gifts on throne. I don't know, like... I feel like, well, I'm not going to be here on Christmas. I'm going to be away. I'll still... Shit, I need to prepare videos for when I'm away. Want me to do that? I've got to write scripts and shit. I've got to prepare those. I don't know, I was thinking, like, Christmas. Maybe my gift should be that I'm just, like, accepting scripts for free. I do that sometimes, right? I've done that before. What is here is dangerous and repulsive to us. I have a new comment on your audio calling you mistress. Ha ha. The bottoms have arrived. Hell yeah. You play them in moderation. Sweet. You've mastered the addiction. Darkest dungeon quotes. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. I just don't have a big enough ass for that. I would need, like, full-length shorts so that you could, like, type it down the back of the shorts. Or just get a t-shirt. Get a tiny font. I don't think I want people looking that closely at my butt. I read fantasy novels? Not really. The QR code to a copy pasta. I feel that. Nobody has QR code readers around here, though. Zoning out trying to solve a murder? I hope this isn't a video game and not like a true crime thing. I did add if I like the script. It's okay. Every time I've done one of those, I've just been like, yeah, I might choose it, I might not. Just send it to me. A YouTuber did that once on Throne as an experiment. What do you mean? Like, did what? Like, just accepting everything everybody suggested? The only thing anybody's ever suggested to me on Throne, besides one thing that I don't remember, They suggested a whole bunch of cheese-based things, and it was dumb. Sockbins goes live in 15 minutes. That is true, but he always has like the first 30 minutes as a just chatting session, and I don't really watch those, so it's fine. We can be here for like another half hour. I'm sure you're all riveted listening to me talk. Wow. Guy put a QR code to his nudes? That's bold. I would have just done a Rickroll. What is Sockpin streaming anyway? I think it's horror games. That's what he does in October. He's been having a lot of pretty banger streams this month. I wish he would upload the VOD of his second part of the Detroit Become Human live streams to YouTube, because it started so funny. Or at least there was a section that was really funny with the robot guy getting out of a car. And you just, the way the game works is like it's quick time events, right? So you can make him like step out of the car 1 foot out at a time, or like move his foot back in. It's hard to explain, but just like the way it happened was so funny. He's just sticking 1 foot out, then it goes back in. I need to see that again. Anyway, he had it on Discord. I'm looking it up. Listen to just chatting parts if they have a dog. Wayne has a dog. Head over to the Play Store and give us a rating. No, fuck you, Discord. What do you need a rating from me for? You've got like 3 million users. Probably 30 million. Booty shorts with Germa quotes. What notable quotes has Germa had? What the fuck was that? I heard the sound in my headphones and I was like, oh, somebody must have subscribed. And then I'd look and it's still just fucking question marks. Stop using weird symbols for your usernames. It's hurting my streaming software. Chat, no, chat. I'm not gonna chat. You need to understand, I'm not gonna... Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's see what Scorpio wrote on Discord. 2 years have passed since the discovery of Tungulus. Tungulus? Oh, did he play that game 2 years ago? That's fun. I wasn't following him then. I've assembled, with the help of Moopy, another great collection of Moo-esque Steam games. Okay, so he's just gonna be playing bad Steam horror games. Probably with like a little bit of, like maybe with the crew or something. He might have some fun videos along with that. It'll be a fun time. Discord has 300 million users. Well, then why the hell do they need me to give them a rating on the Google Play Store? How's that gonna make a difference? I don't even use their app all that much. I'm literally just on it so that I can get updates about live streams. Because I don't want to be on Twitter. The only thing I use Twitter for is for alerts and ensemble stars. I want to know when the new events are happening, and I want to know when the new featured scouts are coming out. There's a featured scout for Himeru right now. I'm not pulling for it because I don't even care about him that much, but he does look very schnazzy. It's a very nice looking suit. And that reminds me, while I'm watching the Scorpio stream, I have to finish playing the event that's going on right now, which is... Actually, can I tell you guys about this event? Because it's fucking insane. So, like, I know the lore of Ensemble Stars is that a lot of dark shit happens. I just assumed it happened kind of off-screen in, like, the past. No. In this storyline event, 2 characters are teaming up because they're supposed to be tracking down, like, a scummy producer who's, like, breaking some rules, causing some problems. Yeah, He's kind of a scam artist. He screwed over a lot of people in the past. So these two guys, who are idols, they're just pop stars. They search out the information and they set up a trap for this scummy producer. They're putting on a show, and they're gonna do a performance under the name of like a unit that this guy used to be in or something that got like canceled or whatever. So they do the performance, which is the song that is the event song, and then they call the producer guy up to the stage, and then they tell him, they call him out for all of his crimes. He's like, you screwed over so many performers, leaving them in tears. And then they tell him, by the way, the entire audience in this TV show is actually made up of people you screwed over in the past. And then they proceed to shove him off the stage into the crowd, where presumably the crowd just beats him half to death. And that's an event story in this game about idols. About pop stars. It's fucking crazy. I mean, yeah, that is pretty base, but it's so funny because the main character that you play as or I play as or whatever helped them like set this all up. Canonically, she made the costumes that they wore in the MV and that they wore in the video they were making, and she wrote the song too because the MC is just ridiculously hyper competent at being an idol producer. So yeah, she did all that, and then she watched them just shove a dude off the stage to get beaten to death. It's crazy. I mean, technically speaking, he probably didn't get beaten to, like, they won't say he got beaten to death, but he did get the shit beat out of him. They literally say, like, wow, the crowd's really going to town on him. Like, that's fucking nuts. Like, I watched the MV on YouTube with the special costumes and whatnot, and they give each other this kind of look during the dance that they do, and I'm like, that's the look you give another guy before you're about to push a dude off the stage to be beaten to death. It was crazy. Anyway, I love ensemble stars. Madara's a freak, though. All the concert productions are basically the same as Woodstock. No, some of them are normal. Like, one of the events before this, actually most of the events before this are just like, oh no, what if the idol group gets broken up? Oh no, what if my senpai is disappointed in me for not doing so great in the idol group that I promised to lead after we went away to college? Stuff like that is relatively innocent and kind of just like fluffy stuff that's all resolved in a few storylines. Meanwhile, these dudes are playing Private Eye and getting a man killed. You gotta love it. The animation itself was enough to make you kind of want to get it. I don't think you should. It will take over your life if you're really into that sort of thing. Which I am. I mean, I'm not even going for the 5-star card in this event, but there's an MV crystal, like there's 2 of them up for grabs, and I'm kind of into that. Pretty anime boys. That is true. You can get the pretty anime boys. It takes forever to unlock their costumes, though. You know, there's a really good card. It's of this dude named Sora. No relation to Kingdom Hearts. The costume that it comes with looks like absolute shit, but it has the support ability of allowing you to recover 1 missed note, which is really powerful, so. The only reason I ended up I got it by complete accident, by the way. I did 1 10 pull, and that was just because I wanted a 3-star card of Mayawi. That was the only reason. How fluffy am I? I don't know. I've got pretty good hair. It's the most insane anime concert of all time? What do you mean? Like just anime in general? Things I would let those anime boys do to me. The thing that... It's not a dating sim. I want to make that clear. It's absolutely not a dating sim. What do they call it? Josei or something like that? I don't know. It's a game that's marketed towards women because all of the characters are pretty boys, but it's not a dating sim. It could be, because a lot of the characters are absolutely like crushing on the MC. But the thing about the MC is that she is so dedicated to being a good producer and not breaking the rules by dating idols that she pretty much turns everyone down every time. Even back when she was in high school, because the first part of the story was everybody going to this special high school where people learn to be idols or idol producers, because anime. Yeah. So basically, the MC is too much of a stickler for the rules to get any. Which, whatever, fine. Idols aren't supposed to bang anyway. 3 or 4 concerts in anime where singers straight up die on stage while the concert goers cheer on. Really? How my voice gets smoother and prettier in a year? What do you mean? If anything, it's worse. Zombieland Saga a couple times. Oh, that doesn't count. Those girls are already dead. Also, what was it called? I think it was... You know, that Satoshi Kon movie? The really fucked up one? With the girl who's like an idol and then becomes... an actress. That one had a fucked up concert. Somebody got, like, beaten up. Not on stage, but you know. Voice sounds stronger because of long-term recording. Alright. I guess I'm more confident in my acting. Don't think my voice is any better, though. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX had a card game high school, right. But it was on, like, an island. Perfect Blue, yeah. Sounded tired and grumpy a year ago. Are you saying I don't anymore? That's wrong. You're incorrect. People who compliment my voice and people who say I sound like David Hayter. Yeah, seriously. I don't know. There's nobody who really seems to be neutral on my voice. It's either your voice sounds great or you sound like David Hayter / the way that you have a vocal fry annoys me. Oh yeah, Akiba Maid Wars. I've seen a few gifs of that on Tumblr. It looks crazy. People are shooting. I'm talking the stingers in your fry isn't there at all. Man, come on. Being on an island doesn't make the card game high school make more sense. It makes it make less sense. Yeah, but there were a whole bunch of crazy shit that could happen if they were on an island. I only know that because I watched GX Abridged. And that was it. Great series, by the way. Too bad it ended, like, so quickly. Yeah. I could... Listen, if I was anime sounding girl number 37, I could have been added to Funimation's very limited roster. It's just... You know, series that have a lot of characters? I'm always surprised whenever they get dubbed and Funimation can find enough actors to fill the roles. Like, Token Ranbu. That series is just... You know, it's swords as anime boys, and there's at least, like... I don't know, 60 characters in the anime so far. I was surprised they were able to find that many voice actors. They cheated a little bit, though, because a few of them are voiced by women, because, you know, they're, like, one of them is like, really young, and another one is, I don't want to say the word, but you know what I mean. Like, he's a guy, but, his battle outfit is a dress, so they cheated on that one. David Hayter is a compliment. Is it, though? Elephant Monster just says Sean Chamel's voice doing an Arnold impression. No, I didn't see that. Each actor may be doing multiple parts. No, I think they had like unique voice actors for each one. I was really surprised. But then the second season, Alejandro Saab, he got in on that. That was fun. That guy's great. He's in a Link Click, apparently, which I've only heard of because of the collab with Ensemble Stars. That show's very dark. I looked into it. I don't know, it's, I guess Ensemble Stars is also very dark in certain parts, so that's the perfect thing for them to collab with. Although, the mysteries that they collabed over, like the storyline, it was just like, hey, something went missing, go find out what it is. Meanwhile, in the actual Link Click show, people are like committing suicide, there's harassment, it's fucked up. I don't know, man. Flat out shut people up by doing a collab where you play Solid Snake and I play Liquid Snake. I wish that would shut people up, but I know it won't. Death Parade at a concert and one of the setups for the entrance to the afterlife. Oh, I forgot that episode. I don't want to rewatch it though. That's sad. That anime just like, it's good, but it makes me sad. Voice act for a game, what would I want it to be? I don't know, man. I guess just a good one. I don't know what to tell you. I want to be the character in a dating sim that doesn't have a route, but everybody really wants me to have a route. Like that one guy from Dramatical Murder. Slipknot got a bunch of people beat to death in a mosh pit, and Michael Jackson accidentally set his hair on fire. I thought that was during the filming of a music video. Watch any SCP-related content? Sure, I watched the Tats Top video lists. That's about it. Honestly, I don't think they're, like, subjectively ranking these things. I think they just found a bunch of cool SCPs and they were like, alright, let's make a video about them. The numbers don't really matter. Gonna go get dinner. Alright. Good night, Elsie. Enjoy your dinner. I had dinner. It was liver and onions and mashed potatoes. It was delicious. Well, the potatoes could have used some work, but that wasn't really my fault. I put in a lot of seasoning. I bought this like box of potato flakes in the States. Okay, so the way that like boxed mashed potatoes here works is that the box has like 2 packets inside full of flakes, and then you just use each package and then you follow the instructions and you have it. The one that I bought in the States was It's like pancake mix. You just measure out the amount you want, and then you add everything else in that measurement area, and then you have them. That's not convenient to me. Also, it doesn't taste good. It has no flavoring. It has no style. Too much of your life eating boxed mashed potatoes, they're never good. Disagree, but, don't see how liver can taste good. You gotta do a lot to make liver taste good. So, I bought it because, I had liver and onions at a restaurant once, and it was really tasty. So I was like, I could make this myself. And later I saw, it took me a while to find beef liver in the grocery store straight up. Also one that just wasn't, drowning in blood. So I found it, and then I'm looking up how to make liver and onions. And then they're like, okay, hear me out on this. You gotta take the slices of beef liver and soak them in milk, because otherwise it'll be too bitter. I'm just like, that sounds like a waste of milk, but it's not like I'm using it for anything else anyway, because cereal is so expensive. So I do that, I soak it in the milk, and then they're like, okay, you gotta cover it in flour before you fry it in a pan. I'm just like, this sounds like a waste of flour, but alright. But it turned out pretty good. I'm gonna try steak and kidney pie next. I don't think I'd make that from scratch, no. I don't think you can find kidneys here. You won $1,500 in a giveaway? Nice. You can buy so many mashed potatoes. That's kick-ass. Congratulations, G-Tang. Okay, goodbye, Nightmare. Go do your things. Hopefully you don't punch any more holes in the wall. Battered it, milk plus flour, I guess. But, you have to let it soak in the milk. Well, you don't have to, but they said if you let it sit for an hour, then it's probably good. Every diner around has it on the menu, but I don't think anyone under 70 orders it. Really? I've only ever seen one place in town that carries it, and it wasn't even a British place. It is a British food, right? That sounds British. Liver and onions. And by real mashed potatoes. Yeah, or I could just make them myself. I've done that. My mom's are always better, though. I think she uses, sour cream in them or something. I just use milk. Please do DLC ASMR? Maybe. I don't have much interest in it, though. Great White Concert in 2003 when a fire burned down the nightclub it was held in. Okay, well that doesn't really count. That's just a horrible tragedy. Polar bear livers are toxic to humans because they contain a lethally extreme amount of vitamin A. Alright, going out swinging. Isn't it? Okay, I remember hearing about this back when creepypastas were popular and there was that one guy that ate kidneys. Isn't it true that, human kidneys are, poisonous to eat? It is from the UK. Mashed potato using butter works a little better than milk. Well, I use milk and butter. Do you just use either or? I don't know. It has dairy. Poisonous in general or poisonous to humans? I guess in general, because they filter stuff. Like Alex is saying, they filter out toxins. Eyeless Jack, because no eyes equals eating kidneys? I've read the original creepypasta. It really doesn't make any more sense than that. Why would you eat a human kidney? Just sell it? No. Eyeless Jack, he eats... I don't actually know if the original creepypasta says that he eats it, just that he takes a kidney. Just one. You don't even wake up, the incision's fine, no, recovery time. He even sews it up, you're good to go. He'll come back for the other one later. Mom used sour cream in the dish. Okay. Alright, fair enough. I'm no cook. We're still discovering new body parts? Wait, what? Which ones? Oh my god. I'm trying to think of what... No, I can't make a joke here. I don't know of any fake body parts. Blood whistle? What the hell? He eats it. Okay. Toad's head was profusely bleeding and making the room slippery like an ice stage. Really? It's a fucking Mario one? Come on. The schlongus. Stuart gave Beavis his kidney, and Beavis ruptured the kidney because Stuart wasn't cool. Well, that sounds about right. It's a... SMB 3? Okay. That sounds awful. There's some stuff about ourselves that we don't even know. This is like that bit where in Ricky Bobby, or like Talladega Nights, where he's just like, I might live forever, you know. They just put like a pig heart into a they just replaced the guy's heart with a pig heart, and he's like, what do you think that means? I don't know, I guess longer life. Oh no, he didn't live. It's just exciting that we're trying things like that. That's a funny movie. Probably doesn't really hold up today, though. Liver and potatoes. Wow, we got so many British people in chat. You British? Anyway, it's as shrimple as that, of course. Of course. Of course. People eat liver here. People eat liver here, too. Me. I eat the liver. I eat all the liver. You have liver, I'm taking it. I'm taking your milk, too, because it takes like a friggin' cup of it just to soak the liver in. It's a complete waste of milk, but at the same time, liver. Isn't spotted dick a British food? Yeah. I saw the Victorian way video on how to make one. It's not what you think it is. A 1,000 Ways to Die? Yeah, in like 2010. I don't know. That was on Spike, right? It comes for your liver, ASMR. It'll be so tasty. By the way, do you have any milk in your fridge? Need to make a Food Wars dish? Oh yeah. What's that guy that's like on Binging with Babish, who does all the anime foods? That kind of sucks. Because I don't know, I don't really watch Binging with Babish all that often, but I prefer like his take on things rather than this other guy. Soak your liver in milk? You have to, otherwise it'll be too bitter to eat. Really? You don't have to soak lamb's liver? Why am I just now hearing about this? I don't know where I'd buy that, though. Probably at, like, a real butcher shop. Liver is pretty fucked up, though. Like, they put in, like, dishes, like the styrofoam dishes in the supermarket, and it just gets the blood everywhere. Why don't they drain that out before they package it? It's gross. It smells terrible. and before you cook it. And then you're trying to wash it off before you put it in the milk, and it's just slimy. It's all over your hands. It's fucking gross. Why is it so hard to make? You can steam the liver. I would rather die than eat steamed liver. I'm kidding, but that does sound very awful. I'll put my liver in an air fryer. Has anybody air fried liver? Because I don't own one. You can clearly see this. Piss went through that liver. Piss went through a lot of things. Like, I don't know if you know this. Have you ever had a hot dog? This goes through the kidney and it's not the liver. Right, alcohol goes through the liver. Get crunk. And people eat kidneys anyway. So whether or not urine was in them doesn't matter. Ambiguous, you're right. That never stopped anyone. Well, it might have. It might have stopped a few people, but, you know, they probably weren't all that into it to begin with. Oh, man, I'm getting a lot of notifications right now. Want to make Jake's perfect sandwich from Adventure Time? Yeah, Binging with Babbage did that too, so you might want to go there for instructions. Like, sous vide, like, that guy's fancy. I also had a great song about bacon pancakes. Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. And then New York comes in, great time. Anyway, I'm loving this food-based chat, but I really do have to go. I'm getting sudden, odd notifications. Also, Scorpy is going to be playing horror games. And according to the notification, it's with the crew. So this is a big deal. I can't really afford to miss this. Anyway, like I said earlier, also watch Ambiguous ASMR's new video because I'm probably not going to be able to do that for a few hours. Yeah. You and girlfriend are stranded on an island? I'll consider it. Anyway, I have to leave. Also, I have to edit things. I'm very busy. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to everybody who became real fakers, donated fake memberships. Super cool of all of you to be here. Really appreciate you, and have a good night. We'll have a new video tomorrow.